the chair of House Ways and Means, Congressman Jason Smith. We're getting a mixed picture right now on big tech earnings. That breaking news is coming in. You and committee Republicans, you're going to go to the front lines of the economy in West Virginia next week. What do you guys want to get out of that?
You know, we're doing things a whole lot different than what the Democrats did when they controlled Congress, and that is we are going out to talk to real Americans. This is the first field hearing that I've ever been a part of on the House Ways and Means Committee, and it's the first hearing of any member of Congress, any committee, this member of Congress, and we are wanting to know the status of America's economy in Appalachia. We want small businesses, families, just American workers telling us of the issues that they're facing in Biden's economy and what are the solutions. We don't need to go to K Street. We don't need to go to the halls in Washington, D.C. We need to go to real Americans to find the solutions. All
right, so we've got this new Fox poll. Yes, again, people are really worried about inflation. 9 in 10. Gallup is saying it's government and poor leadership are America's #1 problem. We know that Arkansas Governor Sarah Sanders, she will deliver the Republican response to Biden's State of the Union address. She's going to do that from Little Rock. But, Congressman, the problem is that there's fiscal insanity in D.C. You've seen it. D.C. is letting the economy go upside down. More and more Americans are dropping out of the workforce because we're paying people to stay home.
President Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer has created an inflation crisis by their reckless spending. Just in the last 2 years alone, they increased federal spending by $10 trillion over the next 10 years. That's absolutely outrageous. And what does that mean for everyday American? That means that they've now have to pay more to put food on their table, clothes on their backs, and gasoline in their cars. Inflation is at a 40-year high because of reckless government spending. And what did you get for that? You got federal checks going to prisoners. You have parking lots at beaches in South Carolina, ski resorts in Iowa, just such wasteful government spending, but that's what that money went towards.
You know, when you see, this is the hair on fire moment, you've seen it. Labor force participation, it sounds weedy and wonky. Here's what it means. It means that the people who could be working and that are out there in the workforce, it was at around 67%. It plummeted 5 percentage points in just a generation. That's a hair on fire moment. But now it's like Katie bar the door, grab your wallets and head to the basement because Senator Dick Durbin is saying Democrats want unlimited spending. No caps whatsoever. Let's watch him on that and watch Senator Rand Paul with us last night countering that. Watch.
And my belief, and others share it, is that saying to Congress, you can disagree with the president on extending the debt ceiling, but you have to do it with an extraordinary vote. I think that lets us come out on the record on this issue without jeopardizing the economy.
Even now, as bloated as the government has become with the COVID bailouts, we could actually cut spending by about $200 billion and then freeze it over about a 5-year period, and you actually lead to balance. But it's incredibly important that you would have to reduce spending and stay there for a few years. Both Republicans and Democrats are really proposing things that are inadequate and will never balance the budget. So I think we have to be more dramatic, and I think if we do, we'll be rewarded with stable dollar, stable prices, and we'll get rid of the inflation.
Senator Durbin is talking about the need for an extraordinary vote to have a debt ceiling debate. A debt ceiling jeopardizes the economy. Listen, you guys you're in the fight of your lives right now. U.S. debt is now at 120% of GDP. Our debt is larger than our economy at any time in U.S. history. It's time to fight. This has to stop. We're turning upside down in the economy.
It's exactly right, Liz. In the year 21, spending caps ended under Democrat rule, and since then they have increased spending by over $400 billion in just discretionary spending. That is crazy. In just 2 years, it's over 30%. And now that they're complaining and trying to fear-mongering that Republicans will default. Republicans will not default. But you know what Republicans want? We want us to address our debt and deficits. We have to get this fiscal insanity in order. And now is the time to do it. All right. Since 1985, we've used the debt limit 11 times to get huge fiscal spending caps, budget reforms, things to help deliver and stop reckless spending. We need to do that again.
Well, they're not protecting the American people from inflation. We've got long wait times at the IRS, long wait times for passports, people waiting for their Social Security benefits, waiting for VA healthcare records. All of that now blamed on government workers not showing up for their desk job. 48% of workers in D.C. are working remote, the highest in the nation. 1 out of 3 government workers work from home. So, and then the government workers union is saying this, getting back to work act, that the Show Up Act that Republicans want is basically denigrating them and undermining them. Really? You're working at home. What are they talking about?
You know what? It's crazy that you even have to discuss making sure that people show up to work. Every federal employee needs to be showing up to work, just like everyday American. We shouldn't ask more for taxpayers to do than what federal employees. It's ridiculous that they're staying at home and not working.
Got it. Congressman Smith, it's good to see you. We'll have you back on again soon.